Namaste and welcome to Grid Masters with Demian Haye. I wanted to share today a few words about grids and alchemy. In the ancient mystery schools, and this is something that always fascinated me and that I studied, for many years, there is this concept of alchemy. Alchemy is a word that comes from Arabic. It actually comes from the land of Chem, which is known today as Egypt. And it's about transformation, transmutation, and transfiguration. So it's all about trance. Trance is a movement. Trance is to go from one state to another state. So in the material alchemy, we move from the different states of matter to an upgraded or more refined state of matter. That's the image of the lead transformed into gold. But what does it mean? The inner alchemy. The inner alchemy is to take the rough consciousness, so the carbon-based consciousness of our body, and to transmute it, so to create a mutation of the matter, to change the resonant frequencies, the core of the essence of the matter into a higher octave of consciousness. So that would be, maybe self-realization or moksha or liberation, to liberate ourselves from the carbon-based matrix and to, reach more a silica-based matrix. That will be the higher octave of consciousness. So alchemy is to use different ingredients, different resources, different frequencies, different elements, to blend them together, to make them react with each other. And through this reaction and the observation of this reaction, to assess what's happening and then to take it to refinement steps or to more transformational steps until we reach, whatever we want to reach. This was called the great work. So today, what I feel, is that we are shifting from the age of Pisces to the age of Aquarius. So in the age of Pisces, for more than 2000 years, the alchemy was happening in the laboratory. It was happening with metals. We needed at that time, prima materia, so the primal matter that we would, create from dew harvested in the morning, that we could as well take from menstrual blood of a young virgin or from specific, magical ores found in the earth. And from this primal matter, we would, refine it and transform it until we would create the philosophical stone. It was all happening in the lab, and the alchemist, as an observer, as the actor, would experience an inner transformation, inner transmutation within him or herself through the externalization of processes in the laboratory. Today, as we are moving through the Aquarius, for me it becomes more air element, more mental. As it becomes more mental, I believe that the alchemy becomes more subtle. We don't need anymore these alchemical processes in the laboratory. We can still use it, but it can happen all through our own inner scape and consciousness, in our inner perception of the holographic reality. So Grid Masters, for me, this is alchemy. This is a new kind of alchemy. This is the alchemy of essences. So it's to work with the essences of the different parts of creation. Not to work with the corpus, so the body, of the plants, the animals, or the body of metals, the body of crystals, just to take the main creation kingdoms, and then to transform it, to blend it. I do love this kind of work. For many years I was a herbalist. I did work a lot with crystals and creating gem elixirs, all kind of magical potions. I love to work with metal as well. But today, it's different. Today, I believe we can work with the true essence, which is pure information, pure frequencies. If we can access the adequate and appropriate morphogenetic field, and we can capture, capture as you capture a picture, right? You can just imprint the true code, the original frequency code and set of energies of a part of creation. Yeah. And then we can bring it into our field of consciousness. And as a conscious creator, we can weave this with other resources, other energies. Observing how these codes, these different essences react with each other, how they want to work with each other, organizing them in specific structures and templates. This is how we create grids. And I do believe in my inner core that this is a new kind of alchemy. New simply because it's more happening within our consciousness. So it does require more skills of, presence, turning inwards, journeying through the realms of our, consciousness and holographic reality, moving through the layers, the dimensions. And, maybe you can visualize, you don't have to, you can use your other senses, but it requires you to be really present and to be able to connect, to bring, to weave, and observe, all in your own inner perception, inner vision, inner scape, the interaction between these essences. I believe that more and more, us as humans, we are able to access these layers where it's more subtle, and therefore we are less limited by, the material plane. Yeah, because if I want to work with a specific herb, well, if this herb grows in Tibet, if I don't go to Tibet, I will not have this herb. Yeah. Even today with the globalization, that will be difficult. If I just can access the code and the essence of this plant in Tibet, I can still work with its essence and weave it into my grids, and therefore use it in my own inner alchemy process. So less limitations, more possibilities. It's just to learn together how we can weave coherently, efficiently, playfully and gracefully these essences in a way that the inner alchemy transforms, heals, and upgrades whatever is our experience of reality, and as well to be able to provide this alchemy for other people. So that's what Grid Masters is about. It's a new version, a new experience of alchemy that is happening all within your own consciousness. Thank you.